Hello and welcome to Jay's Mini Trial Round 4. Before I begin the results, thank you to these voters. Majwa, Mobile Race Fan Epic, No Fail, Winning Unity, Trico, Swagbard, Terminated Slime 789, Emotional Duality, World, Yoshi Awesome, Lady Molly B, Bandy 2006, T-Dog was here, and that one person I've probably forgotten to put their name here because I'm a dumbass. Alright, let's just get this started, yay! Going in order from best to worst last round, we're going to start off with World, with their response of, give soft duvets to rest on, helping everyone sleep comfortably. I liked this response, and I thought it was the best bed-related response out of the two. How did it do? Yeah, that's a reasonable score. That should be enough to guarantee your safety, but who knows. Following from World, next up is Trico, who said, Internet connection, playing online multiplayer video games with literally everyone. But this is a pretty good response, and probably would be helpful right now during all this lockdown and everything. However, that's also assuming that everyone's already got something you can actually play video games on. That shouldn't affect your score though. Let's see how you did. With a high score of 80.79%, that's putting you in contention for a prize. Good job. These past two responses have both been above 60%. Will Lady and Molly B's response keep that trend up? Compasses, that magnetically interfere with each other, betraying would-be explorers. I like this response, however I say it all the time, so... Either way, I thought it was a creative disadvantage, as it practically makes items useless, and if people get lost, they'll pretty much be lost forever. How'd it do? A score of 71.7% puts me in contention of getting a prize this round. Good job. Next up is Dime, who said, giving people free quality beds allows everyone to sleep peacefully. This one's really similar to the other one. By the way, when I said I preferred the other one, I meant like barely, like one vote placement if I was voting. Let's see how this one did. Okay, what the hell? Why is there a 10% difference between them? Oh well, 53.89% should be enough to secure your safety anyways. Next was Winning Unity, who said, a piece of coal, imply everyone has been naughty. Sorry Winnie, I just don't really like this response. It just feels black. Fuck. It just feels bland and it's just kind of boring. I mean, it does the job, but that's about it. Let's see where the voters placed you. Well then, 33.12%, that's looking pretty dangerous. Yeah. Let's see if Marble Race and Epic, who's been unconfident for most of this voting period, will do any better. Their response was, a television, providing new entertainment to the inhabitants of poorer countries. I'm kinda mixed on your response, because on one side I like creative and different from all the rest. However, at the same time, although it's small, that they would have to pay for the electricity bills for TV afterwards anyways, meaning they'd be paying for something that they didn't even get in the first place. Either way, let's just see how the voters voted here. Turns out being unconfident actually helps after all. We've only seen one sub 50% response so far. Let's see if Mazbot's response will change that. Faulty cables. Teach electrical safety effectively with real-world examples. I thought this response was cool and was a really good disadvantage towards the prompt. I thought God's point across pretty well and was well executed, and also it teaches them an example. Let's see if the voters agreed. .24%. You are literally 0.03% behind Marble, but you're probably going to be safe. Next after Majwa is No Avail, whose response was, single-use plastics, select portions of society litter, quickening global warming. I'm sorry No Avail, I just didn't really like this, because You're giving people single-use plastics that you've selected portions of society listed to give, meaning you're not doing any disadvantage at all since you're just reusing what's already made. Let's see if voters gave you any mercy for that. 42% is pretty low for you to be at, and it could end up being dangerous. We just don't know yet. Next up is Visuran, with our response of self-driving cars, in bulk, are the safest form of transportation. I like this response, and I mean, I guess you can't really disagree with it, because no one can crash a car if it's self-driving. Let's see if the voters understood that. With 67.37%, Visuran is the first contestant to place automatically into safety. Next up is Thanoswell, with their response of money. Everyone is rich now, but country's economy will collapse. I thought this was a pretty cool response and unique, since it did both the positive and a negative towards it as well. Let's see if the voters agreed with it. What? Okay, I do not agree with you being this low at all. But I'm not a voter, so I can't really disagree with it. Next up is Domcos, who said, fruit tree saplings. By planting these, you'll end world hunger. This response could point across, but apart from that, didn't really do anything else. I personally thought it was kind of bland. Let's see if the voters disagreed with that or not. That's a pretty subpar score. However, you only need one person to place underneath you for you to be safe, so it should be fine. Anyways, after Domcos is a KZ with their response of a one-of-a-kind painting. The auction economy booms. I'm sorry, KZ, I can't really say much about this response. I just don't really understand it, and I don't really like it. Let's see if the voters had any mercy on it. Yikes, so low score of 31.67% puts you in a pretty dangerous spot. Will our next contestant, Bandy72006, do any better? I'd give 2 hours books owners, so they can acquire people's wisdom. Oh, Bandy, meta responses. This... oh, it's self-explanatory, let's just see the arrow. Yikes, Bandit made a miracle get out of this one. Next up is Swagbard, who said, to encourage creativity and imagination, everyone gets a D&D podcast. I can't really say much about this response either, since I have no clue what D&D podcast is. I tried to search it up and everything, but I couldn't find anything which helped me. Let's just see what voters did. Well, with that low score, One in Unity is now safe. Next up after Swagbot, T-Doggo was here, whose response was, with fresh meat, people will find something to eat easier. A pretty basic response in my opinion. It's boring. Let's just see what Abba was. That's a pretty low score, but at least you're safe. Next up, the T-Dogger was his, Yoshi Awesome, whose response was, rewarding baskets allow stranded people to collect rainwater, saving lives. I like this response, and it definitely was an advantage to people anyways, because it's saving lives. It's also good as well because it's helping everyone. I mean, even though rainwater might be tiny bit acidic, it's not going to affect you. Let's see how the arrow rated you. With a hard score of 69.27%, Yoshi Awesome could potentially prize this round. However, there are now only 4 people left to play, so each time someone lives, someone else will die. Up next is Terminated Slime with the response of balloons. Everyone that can go okay, I googled it. Apparently it's pronounced synchronously. Oops. This would be pretty good to look at, however, I don't understand how this would be an advantage or a disadvantage, apart from a view. Let's see where the arrow puts you. Terminated Slime lives and could possibly prize in this round. However, on the other hand, Bandy 7206 is unfortunately eliminated. Next is Emotional Duality, with a response of give everyone a race car, subsequently host a worldwide motorsport tournament. I like this response. However, if it happened in real life to me, I wouldn't like it because I don't like cars, but that's not relevant at all. It's a pretty good response, it gets its point across pretty well. Let's see where the vote is placed you. With a high score of 67%, you're safe into the next round. However, Thanos Whirl is eliminated. Next is Mr. Dell, with their response of universal display cases increases value of random, yet meaningful items. I thought this response was pretty clever, as putting a case on anything usually triples the value automatically. Let's see if the voters understood this or not. Just slightly under 50%, you're still safe either way, whereas Swagbard is dead. And finally, Random Gamer 123, their response of give everyone $1 million, causing a devastating worldwide hyperinflation. I've good old loan of $1 million. Well, I mean, you didn't really use that exactly, and it would cause hyperinflation, but they could just switch to a different, more stable currency. Now, that actually was quite close, that ending, but Random Gamer 123 is pulled out and is safe, whereas Akazy cooks. Terminated Slime here.